Hi, Bo Huffman here from the Hastings and Kearney GNCs. We want each and every single person to live well each and every day. So whatever your health need, question, or concern, we're here to do just that for you. So whether it's a multivitamin, a fish oil, a calcium, whatever the case may be, we want you to live well each and every day to get the most out of your life.
Hey guys, welcome to the Sports Hub, brought to you by GNC. Today we have a girls Subdistrict final edition of the Sports Hub, but before we get into any of that, we're going to talk three stars. And first, it's going to be Brant Runge of XL. He had a big 27-point game in an 84-46 win against Southwest. Runge is a guy that can really do it all for that team. He's going to need to do it all for that team to have some success in a tough Subdistrict draw. They're going to face a ton of FKC teams. And speaking of XL, Laura Lundeen, what a way to close out her career. She had a big 25-point game on Monday in that Subdistrict Bunny Brown game, but XL wasn't able to get a win on Tuesday against Overton. Lundeen, really inch for inch, she is one of the best players we have in this territory. She is going to be greatly missed by Kelly Cooksley and that staff next year.
And in another Subdistrict game, we had Morgan Hodgson of Elwood, scored 29 points on 9 3-pointers. Team lost 62-59 against Loomis, but to end your season with a 29-point game is a pretty impressive performance.
Going out with a bang. For our GNC Muscleman Pick of the Week, we're going to take a look at a boys regular season finale. We have Ravenna, we have Ord squaring off. This could be a potential C2-11 Subdistrict final preview game, but Ravenna's going to look to get over their first true road loss of the season at Adams Central. Ravenna team, obviously we talk about a lot, ton of talent there. Ord has had a really nice season, 14-7 coming into this one. I think Ravenna just has a little bit more strength offensively, a little bit more versatility. They're not going to show their hand too much. Paul Veronic doesn't want to do that, doesn't want to give them a sneak peek at what they're going to try and do if they were to face in that Subdistrict final, but I still think Ravenna's going to be able to come away with this one. 62-55 is my pick. Well, Nathan, it's finally here. Minden, Kearney Catholic, a matchup we've all been waiting for. It's going to be a great showdown, these two battling for that Subdistrict title. It's a matchup of two heavyweight teams. Obviously, we've talked about it before. What does Kearney Catholic have to do to upset the #1 team in the state?
Well, I think that the two keys for Kearney Catholic is, first of all, they need to attack. Minden has a propensity to get in foul trouble, and they're a star-heavy team. So if you can get one of their stars pegged with a couple fouls early in the game, you're giving yourself a better chance to win that game. And also attacking is what their offense does best. When you have Michelle Messbarger, Ali Prosaski, Whitney Calling attacking the basket, creating offense, that helps the whole offense get into a flow. Which leads into the second key for them is they need to shoot the ball well. And obviously you have to score baskets to win a game.
Do you? Are you sure?
Yes, but Kearney Catholic struggled with that recently, especially from deep. They like to shoot the three-pointer, but in the conference tournament they didn't shoot the greatest. Even on Tuesday they didn't shoot that well. They're going to need to hit some three-pointers, and like I said with attacking, it's going to need to come from the context of the offense. They have to hit those threes, and they'll do it through the context of their offense. And that'll give them a chance against Minden.
And for Minden, obviously this is a team that you talk about that star power. It's so easy to get caught up in the Kissingers. But really, what does this team have to do to make sure? Well, this is a hump game for them. They need to be able to get over the hump against a team that's beat them in years past.
They need to handle, one thing they need to do is handle Kearney Catholic's pressure. They probably haven't seen much pressure like that this season. Obviously, they've been blowing out all the teams they've played. Kearney Catholic will be able to pressure them defensively. The Stars just do it well. They come in waves with all their depth. But the teams that have had success against Kearney Catholic have been patient. Teams like Seward, teams like St. Cecilia have been patient against the press. They break it, and then when you get in the half-court offense for Minden, they'll have a lot of success, I think. So if they can have some patience, they can get through what Kearney Catholic throws at them defensively, and they'll have success. Also, the Stars need to shine for Minden. Talent level, you have to say Minden has more talent. Kearney Catholic is a great team, but they don't have 3 Division I players on their team. If the Division I players, the Kissinger sisters, Rebecca Stewart, play like they can, it'll be hard for any team, even an undefeated Kearney Catholic team, to hang with Minden. So if the Stars shine for Minden, it'll be hard for the Kearney Catholic Stars to keep up. I tried. It didn't come out as well, but I tried.
And this obviously being a tough game to turn around, to have one day of practice to prepare for obviously 2 of the best teams in the state squaring off in this one. Rick Chramosta, a busy man, but nice enough to get a moment to sit down with me and talk about what this team needs to be able to do to beat Kearney Catholic.
You know, we can't turn the ball over against their defense because they love those easy shots and easy baskets. That's going to be a key, and we have to be able to defend in the half court. There's no question about that. Well, you know, Kearney, they're an outstanding basketball team. They're 24-0. They're a top-notch team. Whichever team plays at the A level will probably win the game. Well, you know, we've got quite a bit of experience on this team with James and Brooks, you know, 4-year starters for us, and some other kids, Rebecca, and that have played a lot of basketball. So, you know, we've got the experience. We hope that helps us in these type of games, and you know, we're looking forward to the match. There's no question about it.
And we've seen it before, and we'll see it again. We're going to have a D1-9 final with Overton, with Elm Creek. These two teams, obviously no strangers. This will be their third time facing each other this season. Overton able to get to this point by squeaking by Axtell, a really good Axtell team, and Elm Creek getting to this point by beating Wilcox-Hildreth. This is going to be a different game, I'm guessing, than the FKC final that saw Overton win by 28 points. Overton, we've talked about their supporting cast really stepping up in the last month of the season and playing well, providing Kinsey Enoch some help. And Elm Creek has done it with defense. Mike Ford, if we had Coach of the Year, honors, Mike Ford would be a really good candidate. He has turned a 2-win team into a team that is playing for a sub-district final. That team plays really good defense. Shelby Brown, Cassie Sutherland, girls that really get after it on the defensive end, and that's what they're going to need to do against Overton because they weren't able to do that last time. Overton got out to a really good shooting start, and if Elm Creek wants to have any chance to stay around and hang with Overton and kind of cap off a Cinderella season for them, they're going to need to be able to shut down Enoch's. Of course, they're going to have to shut down Madison Beavers and all those options that Overton has really been able to get in the past few weeks here. So should be a good one. Going to be really interested to see how that
What's
turns out.
interesting is to see the development of both those teams. Both those teams have gotten a lot better as the season's gone along.
And we saw those teams maybe, I think we both saw them mid-December, and looking at them now, I mean, it's night and day.
Yeah, both teams are very, very talented.
And the more improved team could come away with this one, could have a potential showdown with Arapahoe in a district final. That would be a good one too. We have a bunch of other teams in the hub territory that are going to be playing for sub-district finals on Thursday night. One of those teams, Arapahoe.
Yeah, they're looking to make it back to state after making it their last year. Thing is, if they win this sub-district final, then they get Elm Creek or Overton in the district final. A tough road for them to just make it back.
Definitely a tough road. Ansley Litchfield also got a tough road. Sandhill Sedford, that is not an easy team to face in a sub-district final. Lindsey Siegel going to have to step up, provide some big minutes if the Warriors hope to get to that next level and get to a district final. And then Ravenna and Ord, these are two teams that have had nice seasons. Ravenna, we've talked about them before, the variety that they have. What do they need to do to be able to beat an Ord team?
We talk about them a lot, but just their good players need to step up. Amy Johnson leads the way. If their players can do what they're able to do, they'll get to that district final potentially against Dundee County Stratton.
And then Bertrand and Eustis Farnham, this is a good one in D2. I think this is going to be a good low-scoring game. Two teams that play really good defense. Bertrand has kind of had struggles this year being able to string offense together for quarters at a time, but when they get rolling and if they get off to a good shooting start, that'll be huge. Eustis Farnham, the Johnson sisters, so important for what they're able to do. Looked really good in that first round game, and if Eustis Farnham wants to get to that next level, this is going to be a tough team to get through. Bertrand has not been easy on many D1 and D2 foes all season, so we have a variety of teams in the hub territory that could be making those big pushes to state. It's going to be exciting to see. We're going to have all your coverage as always. Make sure you're following the Sports Hub blog. That's at Sports Hub blog. I follow it, you follow it. Our lives are better for it. Follow us on Twitter at CJ O'Gara, at NM Hart. So for the Sports Hub, this has been Karen O'Gara and Nathan Hart. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.